Go, 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 stop. The other way. Go, 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 stop. So, obviously that was the name of our class. What we're talking about here is posting. Posting is a stay lead, not a stop lead. There's a difference here. When I post my follow, all I'm doing is preventing my arm and my body from traveling any further to prevent her from traveling down the line of dance. I am not restricting her motion. If I do a freeze or a stop, I'm going to go into lockdown mode. My arm is tight, my shoulder is tight, my biceps tight, my fingers are tight. This locks her down, and now we're frozen, like if we hit a break. In a post, all I want to do is stop her from traveling. So I think about putting that tension in my shoulders, guys, and just preventing my arm from going any further. Sometimes your post is going to be on count 4. That's the traditional place of a post. Then we triple on the spot. Most of the time, though, it's going to be used to stop your follow from hitting somebody. I may have to shorten my arm, but you notice how I didn't jar my follow. I don't want to go 1, 2, 3, and 4 and yank on her to try and stop her so that she doesn't hit a couple. I just want to be able to control where she goes. Technically, anytime I stop my follow, that is a posting action. So when we do a traveling slot, 5 and 6, my 6 is technically a post. Then we go into our next movement. So we just wanted to get used to that feeling first before we went into the patterns of this.
So posting is not assigned to any particular count. It's whenever you damn well please. So enjoy the tool and use it at will.
Right. In the first case, we were using it on count 2, guys. It's a right side pass where I'm changing my hand and doing a free spin. 1, prep 2. Right here, I have to create the post via my shoulder and kind of the feeling of taking her watch off. I'm creating a little bit of pressure down this way. This way I can rotate 3 and 4 without her traveling anywhere. If I don't post her, I come out of that turn and her momentum took over and she just kept moving. So I need to make sure that I tell her, no, stay there. I go into my turn so she's right where I expect her to be when I come out of my turn. Okay. Cool. Then the next one we did was the stop and go from over here. Cross hand hold, we're going into a rainbow pass. So it's a right side pass. 1, I catch onto her low hand. On 2, open her up, 3, 4. And on count 4, guys, this is where I want to start creating a little bit of tension. We talked about 3 options from here. I can like play around a little bit, and then I can check her out to my right hand side so I can spin her back to where she came from. I can also bring her in, 2, 3, 4, groove, groove, prep her to my left. You notice how I rotate a little bit on that prep so I can send her off to my right. In the real posting method of this, I'm going to do the moving. So I bring her through. Now I post against my right hand here. I create a little bit of tension. Keep that tension on while I do the moving into my next pattern. And away we go. So that whole thing looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Sweet. Into my next move, and away we go. That truly utilizes the post so that she doesn't come chasing after us. Then we
Love you, Edwin.
Reno all over again.
Cool.
And then we had it to the left-hand side, guys, where again, from my cross hand, I walk her 1, prep her out 2, start to roll her on 3, and as she gets around the corner and her shoulders are starting to square up, I create a compression to shoot her into my other hand. Now, rather than playing out here and sending her right back, I'm going to use that same post here with my left hand, guys, walk out 5 and 6. When I make contact on the 6 with both this and the other version, I want to make sure that I give her a little nudge. As I grab onto her hand, I actually push her a little bit to help her get into her anchor right before the stretch. It's super subtle, but so important to make sure that she anchors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You can see I actually pushed a little bit to get her there. Then I stretch and go into my next pattern. Ladies, if the guys aren't pushing you there with that little bit of a nudge, as they start to go into their stretch, you want to make sure that you rotate on the spot and settle back. Settle your weight into your hip on your own. Self-buoying yourself, if you will. And then away we go.
Okay. I think that was all for the go, 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 stop.
Yes.
So,
I want to thank y'all very much
go, 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 stop.
for go, 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 stopping.